Hey everybody, Life's Journey of 50 here, so hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Haven't really sat down for a while and done some of these things, but I did want to bring up, I did buy a new Mosko Moto Hood 5, but this is version 2.0, and I have version 1.0, and obviously I bought it because it matches the desert collection that I upgraded on cap here, and it was weird because I thought that they would be basically similar, and they're not. A lot of people, if you've had the Hood 5, you'll know it's pretty bulky. If you're on long hauls, it's great for long hauls. It's waterproof. It's very simple. Obviously it's got this, kind of, again, it's called a hood for a reason, because it's got a hood and you just kind of flip it over and you've got your stuff inside of here, and I'll get a camera and I'll show you that stuff, but it's got the stuff in here. But it's waterproof, so you don't need, like on the other ones, and I have the other bags, you need a tarp when it starts raining or whatever to put over top of it to protect it from the water. So I've always found that the hood is kind of nice, especially when you're on BDRs or just long hauls on your bike. Yeah, can it get in your way when you stand up and stuff like that? Absolutely. But to deal with the weather, long term, blah, 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 all that stuff, I find that I usually ride with this one quite a bit, just because I don't have to deal with putting a cover on the hood and versus the other ones, the Nomax or whatever you're riding with. So, but what I was surprised is the size. Like this actually, the 2.0 is a little bit wider and seems a little bulkier. And I was surprised by that, because when you open it up, and again, I'll get the camera and I'll do some video stuff here, but it's kind of wild because the zipper, they have zipper pockets up here in the front, in the top of the hood. The one zipper was down the middle. This one's off to the left-hand side. And I don't know if that's because when you open up the zipper, people were complaining because everything would maybe fall out or whatever. This one maybe keeps stuff to the right, and you can kind of get your hand in there and maybe stuff doesn't come out. Again, not much difference there, but a little bit different. Also, you've got this little tab here, whereas you don't have one on the 1.0. And again, this one comes back down here, and it looks like you could tie these together if you needed to, versus the buckles. The buckles are relatively the same. Really just minor differences on the upgrades on Mosko. Now, what I do find interesting is on the inside compartments. So here they have a little bag, and you can put your stuff in here, like if you want to put registration, batteries, all these things in here. You can see it's still brand new. It's got the silicone gel in here. But you can see it's got, waterproof, looks, like a waterproof pocket there. Again, this kind of gets you all the, little stuff here. And it does Velcro to the inside on the left-hand side of here. Now, what I find unique is that the Hood 1.0 had two bags, and you had Velcro to both sides. Now, my guess is what they did is that these two bags do take up a lot of room, especially if you've got stuff in here. And again, on the GS, I carry, obviously you've got registration papers, there's little tools, batteries for the key fob. I've got water purification tablets in here when you're out on the trail. Stuff to clean your visor, little tools, some USB chargers type stuff. So you got a lot of little things that you could put into these little things, and these little pouches, and they Velcro right to the side. Now, the trouble you have with that is that once they're in here, and if you pack them it doesn't leave a lot of room here. Barely. I have a quad lock for my phone, but you barely have enough room to, even if you wanted to put it like this, you'd have to stand your rain cover on like this instead of even laying it down in here. Now on this one, they only have one pouch, so it leaves this whole area open, and you can put more items in there. And maybe that was the flexibility piece. They both have a little change pouch in the front. So there's a little zipper pouch up in the front here, and I'll show all that stuff. And then you do have connections. You can connect cords and stuff through these on the back side here. So, but the big thing I thought was, this is bigger. Like it's just a tad bigger. Like I could sit that inside of there. And that's pretty wild to me that it got a little bit bigger. And I don't know if it's because they put the two pouches here and they wanted more room here or whatever the deal is, but the 2.0 version is just a tad bigger than the 1.0 version. So just know that if you're getting a hood tank bag. And again, phenomenal stuff. I mean, Mosko obviously always makes great stuff. That's the reason why I highly recommend them. It is expensive. I'll leave a link in the description below, but it is a little bit bulkier, a little bit wider, but it's got some different features in it than the 1.0 does. So if you're looking to upgrade, that's up to you. It's just know that the difference is there. You've got one pouch versus the two over here. This one's just going to be a tad bigger in circumference and just, you know, size, and then you can fit a little bit more in here. I don't know, do we need to fit more stuff on our bikes? Probably not, but that gives you a little bit difference between the 2.0 versus the 1.0, and hopefully this gives you, again, a good idea of kind of what that is. Pretty much the setup's all the same on the bike, right? I mean, you use it on the same connections. It's not that big of a deal to switch them out. That was pretty easy, but great stuff by Mosko. Thought it would be interesting just to share the 2.0 versus the 1.0. A little bit differences, and but highly recommend either one of them. Can't go wrong. They just get great quality stuff. So, hey, hit that like, subscribe, notification button. I greatly appreciate it. Always thanks for watching these videos. Trying to do more and trying to figure out how to really connect and see what the audience really want out there. So again, hope it helps. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.